Let's see how this goes. See if anybody shows up. And then mold some stuff in the meantime. I always find this part kind of satisfying. It just peels off. Look at that. Should really figure out like some music that I can play as I'm about to start the stream. I feel like that would be good. So it's not just awkward silence with a page. We'll see if anybody shows up. I didn't exactly market this stream all that much. I figured I'd stream while I worked on things. See how this looks. Oh, I think this is gonna work out actually. Perfect. I like the amount of silver flakes in that actually. I should figure out a way to like, I don't think anyone's here, but haha. If it'll focus on it. Come on, you can do it, camera. I know you can. There we go. Set a commission dice. Just unmolding things while I see if anybody shows up. This purple color's kind of nice, actually. They look so dark in the mold, and I'm thinking they probably won't be once I unmold them. So that's kind of exciting. How's my stream doing? Does it keep freezing, or is that just me? Huh. Weird. Let's see how these look. Alright, so these have feathers in them too, so we'll see how that looks. Ooh, actually that's kind of cool. I'll send some pictures and see if it's what the person was thinking. But if I can get it to focus. Come on, you can focus. I know you can. You did it just a moment ago. There's a feather in there. I don't want to touch these too much. They haven't fully cured yet. They've gone through, they've had about 24 hours to cure. Maybe a little bit less actually. You can see my planner there that has way too much in it. I think that actually ended up with the correct amount of silver foil. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm actually pretty happy with how these turned out. I wasn't sure if I was going to be. I feel like I never know till I pull them out of the mold. I have a mold there. Put that slightly out of frame. You know, it says I have one viewer, but I think that might be me. I think I've had this before where it says I have one viewer, and the one viewer is just me. Maybe I should text some folks. hoping that I'd have some people hop into the chat room so I could get some input on what we should make tonight. I have some ideas, but excellent. Perfect. Gosh, I wish it would focus up here. Alright, I think those are exactly what I want. Put all this over here. With all my other resin scraps. Oh, I should set up like a poll. Maybe that's a thing I should do on like Twitter or something. Like set up a poll of what we should make on stream. Not right now, obviously. It's a little late for that now. But like, I don't know, that seems like something that might make sense on Twitter. I'm just gonna throw some dice that are all cured in here. Makes them easier to look upstairs. Might just be me tonight too. I think it's okay. I have some ideas. I can do my own ideas. I might need another little container. Some beachy dice. Some random crystals. Oh, hey, maybe I should work on that tonight. Maybe I'll just do some resin experiments tonight. These need to go upstairs too. Just throw those all in there. I feel like that's picturesque. I do, of course, have the things that we made last time, which I'm not necessarily the happiest with. Oops, that needs to go with that. I didn't make some of those up, did I? No, I think we're good. Not very happy with those. Something interesting happened with those, though, so I think I'll show those off at some point. Those ones are interesting, but not at the moment. There we go. Okay, so I have a friend who's sending a care package to another friend, so maybe I will work on making a necklace for that other friend. Said her favorite color is orange. This is a good orange. She likes unicorns. Oh, maybe like those together. Although I think maybe just one would be the best. That one's kind of unicornish as well. I don't know. That one's kind of nice and just purple. Oh, I should grab some of that paint that I have upstairs. I got a acrylic paint that is very, very shiny. You can see it in the number there. That was just a little tester I did. Oh boy, let me put these to the side. Let these sit for another minute. So don't put too many fingerprints on them. And that's great because I have an extra D4 and a future keychain or necklace. Probably keychain. Keychain's easy to do. Alright, what do I have here for ideas? Lava dice, I kind of have those. I do kind of want to do some like petri dice. I feel like that would be fun. I have... This mold's probably my best one at the moment. The other two are getting a little scratched up. I did try using a mold release on this, and I don't know if it affected much. But I don't think it hurt anything. Maybe I'll do that again. So my thoughts are a petri one, which is where you drop colors in and then they kind of sink to the bottom unevenly, which looks cool. Looks kind of like a petri dish. Or try doing, they're very popular right now, at least I've seen quite a few of them, milk bath dice, where you have like flowers and then you do like a semi-opaque white and they just kind of show through a little bit, and those look cool. So I have some plans. I did get some other stuff too. I did finally get myself a bigger bullet journal. Because this one was not big enough. So that's a little bit bigger. I'll actually have room for all of my stuff. You can see how much stuff I have written into a week. But I'm going to figure that out later. I also got, for a commission, really I'm just using commissions as an excuse to buy more resin supplies. I mean, you blame me. This is various colors of butterfly shaped glitter. Let's see if I can. It's not mirrored for me, so I always have to think about it backwards. Come on, you can focus. Focus! Focus on me. Focus on me. Am I too close now? Let's see. Open these up and take a look. There's all sorts of little butterflies there. I'll have to put those back. Who's texting me now? Ah. Oh no, now I have butterfly glitter all over me. Not all over me. It's not as bad as the other night when I accidentally dumped silver glitter all over the place. The people who came in a little bit later, I felt bad since they missed it, but I wasn't about to do it again. Well, maybe it was, but not on purpose. Oh boy, there is actually butterfly glitter down here now. So the plan is, I'm not going to work on these tonight. I'm waiting on one more piece for this set of dice. That's a gold one. Where's the gold? Here's the gold. I'm getting some, oh that's not purple. This is purple. Glow-in-the-dark pigment, which I'm somewhat excited about. Again, this is commissions is just an excuse for me to get more resin supplies. I mean, if I make a little money along the way, great, but you know, and it is also fun. I feel like I am knocking more glitter around by opening these. Which is quite possible. Anyways, butterfly glitter. My plan, because it's supposed to be like a navy blue, and a little bit of black, and a little bit of gold. I'm thinking of doing white butterflies. I have an idea. We'll see if I stick with that idea. It's quite possible I'll make them and they'll be like, the white stands out too much. I'll have to come back to it. I'm gonna shove this back in here since it has butterflies on it. Put those in there too. Come here. I'm glad that those turned out. Okay, I could set these over here. I just want to be gentle with these because I haven't reached their full cure yet. They look kind of dark on there, but they look nice on here. Okay, who's texting me now? Who's texting me now? Alright, well, let's get the stuff for... Hopefully people will pop in later, but I think I'm gonna try doing... I'm try doing both the Petri method and the milk bath one. So for the milk bath, well, for the Petri I'm gonna have to pick colors, and for the milk bath I'm gonna need to pick flowers. So much little flakes of resin all built up here. Should I do Halloween sort of colors maybe? I could do Halloween sort of colors. It's an option. Alright. I think it'll be, which one is it going to be easiest to do what in? As long as I can get the flowers into this one, I can use this one for the milk bath. And then I think I'll have more room for the Petri dish one with this one. So let me grab my container of flowers that I've dried. And let's look through those, see what looks good. Man, I need to make new molds. Okay, you can see me reflected in it. How fancy. I'm gonna balance that against my screen there. Alright. Try not to scratch anything. Alright, let's see. What kind of flowers do we want to do? Oh, I hear a kitty cat outside my door. Like, dandelion might be cute. Oh, there's some other flowers in here. Oh, I think, is that koshi? It's either koshi or not. Ooh, the bachelor buttons I think would be really pretty. Those have like a pretty shape to them. I do have some roses, but I think they'd be kind of big-ish. I have white ones, but I don't think they'd stand out as well. Oh, these purple, I could do some of these purple ones actually. I feel like they have enough texture. They look very dark on the screen, but I feel like they have enough texture that they might look cool with the milk bath, and they're dark enough that they'd show up. I'll try it with these. Try it with these first. I'll get my technique down before I, It's Koshi. Why is Koshi meowing outside my door? She doesn't usually meow at all. That's so strange. It's usually the other 3 cats. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try these dark purple ones first. Pull those out. If someone else shows up in the, while I am figuring out colors for the petri dish, then we can change. Alright, let me grab all of my alcohol inks. I don't need this one. Okay. So for the petri method, I don't know that gold will work. Gold always seems to try and float, which is the opposite of what I want. The purple, I like the purple, but it's so dark that it does not look purple if I just drop some in. I think that'd be way too much. I'll set that to the side for now. Although I guess this is all about testing. Oh, why is that not closed all the way? That's not good. Okay, so the white is going to get used one way or another. That's how you make the colors drop to the bottom, is you drop the white on top of the colors. I don't know if I really want, what colors do I want to do? I like the pink, obviously, but like, it might be fun to do something a little weird, like doing kind of Halloweenish colors, orange and yellow and green and black. I could try that. I could try doing all the colors, but I think that's probably a bad idea. Usually I do like pink and blue. I like those colors. Let's maybe try something a little different than normal. Okay, let me think about this. Okay. So, we'll do petri method ones. We'll try doing a milk bath one with these dark purple flowers, which I probably need to break apart or cut apart actually. Let's figure out how big pieces we need. There's one piece. I might actually cut that down too, I don't know. I don't know how big of pieces I want. Never done this before. This is all a test. This is only a test. See how things turn out. See if I angle it so you guys can see better. Not that anyone's here. That's a big piece. I don't know that I'm going to want a piece that big. So we'll set that to the side for now and look at these. These might be weird in a milk bath, but we'll find out. There's fuzz on them. I don't know if that's from the flowers or if it's fuzz that got caught on them. Well, I think the way I want to do this is I want to dip them in clear, put them in the mold, and then pour in the semi-opaque resin. I don't know why Koshi's trying to get, like, I don't know why she's so adamant. She's meowing. She doesn't usually meow. She does scratch, which she's also doing at the moment. I can hear her scratching the door. Kitty cats are not allowed in this room, and they know it, and they still insist on yelling outside the door if I'm in here without them. They are sweethearts and want to be in whatever room I am in. People say cats aren't affectionate. They're super affectionate, just in different ways than dogs. Alrighty. I was going to work on, I did a test for some commission dice the other night, and I do not like how they turned out. They just look blue. They look too cartoony. And also, I messed up, didn't think about it, and I left space in the middle compartment. And so when I put it in the pressure pot, it tried to suck in all the air because it was airtight, and made a half spiky ball of death D20 and completely deformed like all the other dice because it sucked in on them. So these are completely unusable, but you live and you learn. So these are gonna go in this one. That's the plan anyways. Let's make sure we have enough pieces. I think I'm gonna want a small piece for the D4. Huzzah! There we go. I think that'll be a good size. It looks tiny, but the D4 is always so big. I set this over here, the D4. Makes it easier for me to remember where things are going if I just set them on there. D20 can have a bigger piece. I don't know if I want a piece that big or not. This seems like a good size. I feel like the D10s could be semi-large too. Oh, there's still little flakes of resin in here. Make sure these are clean. I think I've scratched up these molds a bit. I think probably just from pulling dice out. It's a pain to get them out of this mold. I don't know if I want to go with this kind of mold or the other kind of mold. Next time I make molds. I might stream mold making though. I've messed with everyone's schedule. No one knows I'm streaming tonight. So I always stream on Wednesdays. I'll have to start promoting Saturdays as well, because I think I might start streaming on Saturday nights. That just seems like a good night to me. I think that could fit the D8. I've noticed that the D8 is the only die that the numbers that are opposite each other are not well, I'd say opposite numerically. So like on a D20 you have the 20 is opposite of the 1, and the 19 is opposite of the 2, and that sort of thing. I guess the D4, but the D4 doesn't really have opposites. But of the ones that have opposites, the D8's the only one that's not like that. I don't know why. I think maybe something that size for like there. I think this might be a little long, but I think we can do something really large for the D10s. And they're not going to be perfectly even either. And the D12 is going to be fairly big too. Cool. flowers for each section. Got that plant. Oh, you know, before we even do resin, I might do the last little piece of this mold, which I completely messed up earlier today. Did the absolute wrong little bit. Luckily, I was able to reverse it, but it did set me back 4 hours or so. I was hoping to have that mold done by tonight, and I do not, but that's on me. I forgot to put the release agent in between the lid and the base part, so I was able to peel it off after it had just like slightly cured, but oh boy. So I think I'll do that first, maybe, because that doesn't require. Maybe we should do that last, actually. No, I'll do it first and put it in the pressure pot, and then I'll work on the other ones while that's sitting in there. I can depressurize it and put everything else in. I found more resin. It's just so satisfying to pull off. You know, usually I can talk for a long period of time, but my voice is getting kind of sore already. Not sore, but a little raw. I definitely work on, I don't know, I'm debating whether I want to pursue this voice acting thing, because I'm not enjoying the class that I'm taking. But I don't know if I'd ever be good enough at it to pursue it professionally. Could be fun to do some, just, you know, fan projects and stuff, though. I don't exactly have the setup for it, but, I mean, that takes money. Maybe I should make myself a goal. If I make a certain amount in my shop, I'll use it to pursue voice acting. That seems kind of backwards, but alright, well, let's do this. I think I got that as clear as I'm going to. Looks like I have just one little spot right here that's okay. I need to make my logo a little bit bigger. I'll make it bigger the next time I do this. I'm gonna grab some. So the only reason I'm really doing this first is that I don't need to wear my respirator for it, and that thing's just a pain to wear. I don't need a ton of this. I think only 5 milliliters of each will be fine. Come on. Try to scrape it out of here. Out of my containers. It's kind of weird because it does a weird thing where it like gets all sedimenty at the bottom of the container. It still works fine. Ow, I think I'm cutting my fingers on the jar, on the jar, because my popsicle stick is not long enough. Let me see if this is any longer. That's a little bit longer. I don't know if that will help much though. A little bit. Ah, yeah, that's better. Although actually I might be almost there. No, not anymore. Some a little bit, a little tiny bit more. Not a lot. Just a little tiny bit. Yeah, that's gonna be good. So there's 5 milliliters of that. No, this one seems to be a little bit more flowy. So maybe we'll just pour 5 of this one. Hurry up. Ugh. Come on, you can do it. Pour out of there. It's so slow. It's a little bit above 5. I'll add a couple extra drops of this one. That's actually, yeah, it's about the top of the 5. All right. All right. Mix these together. I'll do this one. That's not what you want. That just fell out of my stool. And that is actually all fixed up so that it shouldn't stick. Man, I like this a lot better when there's people here. To be fair, I like streaming for the social aspect of it. I guess I like social things. That's why I like D&D too. It's all about getting together. Oh, excuse me while I choke on my own spit. I feel like especially now it's nice to do social things since I can't really go and see people. Don't get to have my people over for board games or tea or whatever. Not toxic, but it's sticky. Alright. Part A or B, I don't remember which one this is. But the other part. as close as possible to the same amount. Because you want, you know, enough of the one part to actually cure the other part. Alrighty. Alright. So I'll mix this thoroughly, but not necessarily super quickly. I don't want to get a ton of air in there. I feel like that's even more of an issue with the silicone than it is with the resin, since the resin, if I have a bunch of little bubbles, since I have the pressure pot, they close right up. But if I have a whole bunch of bubbles in this, you might still get them, since it's so flexible. So I'm getting air in here, but as little as possible. I'm trying to get as little as possible. All by myself. Don't wanna be. What if everybody else is streaming tonight? Or people probably are doing things. It is Saturday night. Saturday night. Wait, what song is that from? Oh man, now I'm trying to think of. What song is that from? I have Dynamite stuck in my head. I think that's what it's called. I think that's the one that's by BTS that's really big right now. Anyways, I have that stuck in my head at the moment, and so now I'm trying to think of a different song, which is just not working out very well. It's very hard to try and think of a different song while you... Different songs stuck in your head. Pretty sure I have it stuck in my head because I heard it playing in an ad earlier. I think probably on a YouTube video. I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos. Just while I work on other things. I was doing that earlier while I was cleaning up the space. Not that you can tell that it's been cleaned up. Okay, I think that all looks to be one color. So let's see how well I can pour this slowly. Because that's the trick to having the bubbles. There's a lot of bubbles. It's a slow process. So it must be up high and very slow. It's harder for the big bubbles to go down the small stream then. I don't want it to drip, I want just a steady, slow, steady stream. I have seen people who like poke holes into the cup, and that seems like a good idea, to be honest. You can see it if I move it over. There we go. You can see that little spider web of the stream on the camera. I have some spare bits here that I'll use to fill this in if I need a little extra, which I think I probably will. It's from a different mold that I made that just did not work out, but it's been pressurized, so I can put it in the pressure pot. Oof, bigger bubble. Trying to avoid those bigger bubbles. I can definitely see bubbles in this. I'm blocking my own light. Not really a good way since I'm top lit to get rid of the shadow. It's just gonna look bad on my camera, I guess. You know, I wonder if anyone will hop in, because I feel like there's less pressure if there's already people in the chat if you hop onto a stream. Maybe that's just me, maybe I'm just weird, but I could totally see that. Like, if a stream has no views, it's like, oh, what's wrong with that stream? Not necessarily that, but like, if I hop in, what if I want to hop back out? But they'll know I was there. It's like the social anxiety of Twitch streaming. Watching Twitch streams, anyways. It was exciting the other night when I had some people that I didn't know pop in. Because before that, I've just had people I know. To be fair, all the people that I know that usually come hang out are busy tonight. Those are some big bubbles. Don't like that. At least they're coming to the surface, it looks like. That's one of the reasons I've been using the silicone, is because it has a long work time. It has like a 50-minute work time, which does give time for some air to rise to the top, which I appreciate. Also gives me time to pour slowly. Let's see, how's the stream going? I don't even know what half of this stuff means. I've been live almost an hour. I haven't done much. Could just do some resin experiments too. Doesn't have to be dice. But I kind of want to make dice. It's been my whole thing recently. So many bubbles. I think I'm going to have to shake some of them out. So the point of this mold is twofold. One, I want to see how well it works if I do individual molds for my dice. So I feel like that might be nice, because then I can trade out molds if just like one of them's looking bad. Make a new one. And also because it's, well, at least for one of the commissions I'm doing, I need the D20 to be facing upwards, but it doesn't really matter if the other ones are. So I can make the D20 different. And I can also just make single D20s this way too. Let's get the last little bit out here. It's almost disheartening after the number of people that stopped by my last stream, but you know, it happens. I'm actually not too bad. I just kind of turn it on while I'm working on things anyways. So I don't really feel bad if no one shows up. Although I don't take most things personally, I guess. That's just me. I don't know. I mean, I already operate under the assumption that I'm annoying. I'm just annoying everybody. Which might be an ADHD thing. Not sure on that one. But I don't take it personally if people don't text me back or whatever. I'm like, ah, they're probably busy. Got caught up in something else. Saw my message and then got distracted. Because that's something I do. Now there's just a hair. Get out of there. Cat hair everywhere. So I know that folks are busy tonight. It's Saturday night. It's Saturday night. Oh, it's from a Panic at the Disco song, isn't it? Alright, now thickness. Do I want to add some thickness? It's hard to tell, so I think I'm going to. No, I'm gonna try and work some of the bubbles out first. That's a bit of a work time, so I'm not too worried. I am going to pop this into the pressure pot while we work on other things, since it does have such a quick cure time though. It has about a 50-minute working time and then it cures in 4 hours, so 9, 10, 11, 12. I could probably pull this out tonight if I really wanted to, but it wouldn't do me much good. I'll pull it out tomorrow. Hey! How are you doing, Tink? Yeah, I've been streaming pretty much every Wednesday night, and then I decided, well, I'll try streaming on a Saturday night too. Saturdays are pretty chill. Oh, you're at work? Ah. Blah. Yeah, I have some friends that usually hop on and just hang out and chat. Some friends of Shauna's too. But everyone's busy tonight, so I'm just hanging out here alone. But I don't know. I guess streaming is kind of nice because I can just turn it on and work on things I was gonna work on anyways. Oh, you sleep at an odd time. That makes sense. Well, hey, it kind of works out then that I'm streaming on Saturday night and come hang out. Listen to me make arts and crafts, I guess. I'm working on a silicone mold at the moment, which is what the weird tapping is. I'm trying to work any bubbles out before I get my hours in for affiliate. I don't know anything about that. I'm still working on setting up my channel. I had a couple people hop in on Wednesday that also do streaming that I don't know them, but they were hanging out in chat. And one of them was like, hey, if you ever need help with anything, just message me. And so I messaged them yesterday saying, hey, how do I do this thing? Also, thanks for stopping by, but how do I do this thing? Because I'm trying to figure out, I've noticed on some of the channels, I think yours might have it too, in the About section, there's like headers and stuff that say like, you know, about me, social media, that sort of stuff. I don't know if that's an extension or if people are just designing banners and then inserting them somehow. I'm still figuring this all out. I'm probably going to use the excuse that I'm new for 3 years or something, but I should add some more stuff to my channel. I did update my schedule though, so that I have it marked down that I'm going to be streaming on Wednesday nights and Saturday nights, since those are my free nights. Alright. I think this is doing okay. There's a way to do that. Is it an extension? I know there's some like built-in extension things that you can add there. Like I added a link to my shop Instagram, but I didn't know what to look for to find that. Stream Manager and Twitch. Oh, it's part of Stream Manager? I'm in Stream Manager right now. I don't mean the stream itself. I mean on my channel page in the About section. There's like boxes where you can put information that stays there all the time. I think that's, I'm wondering if that's tall enough. Yeah, I think that's tall enough. Okay, I'm gonna pop this into the pressure pot because it has 4 hours of cure time, and yeah, no worries, no rush. I'll poke around some more too. Yeah, give me just a second. I'm gonna pop this into the pressure pot. Oh, here. You can come with me. And I'll, yeah. I tighten these as much as I can. Otherwise, air will escape. Just a second here. This is what happens. That's probably fine. Let's see if I can get this up to the pressure. Alright, that has a little bit of a leak, but we're going to be pulling stuff out anyways. Few resin streamers. Ooh, Silver Blue Dragon. I'll have to look them up. I'll make a note of that. Actually, I have my planner right here. You can see all the stuff I have written down here to do. Silver Blue Dragon. Cool. I'll have to check her out. So the does she do mostly like resin jewelry type stuff? Or also dice, or while you type back. The plan for tonight is I'm just doing some kind of dice experiments. So I'm trying out some things, some techniques that I haven't really done yet with dice. I've done at least one of them with Calamity Cat. We can get your flowers. Monday through Friday, Calamity Cat. Everything resin. Cool. Gosh, I gotta write all these down. I did, I had some stuff come in today. One of them is fun butterfly-shaped glitter for a set of dice for a commission. The other one is a bigger planner because I need it. I don't no. Do you have a Discord? I don't think I'm on it. Just a second. Calamity Camera. Calamity. That's a fun name. Yeah, that's going to be, I think, one of tomorrow's projects is to move everything over to the bigger planner because I am running out of space in my smaller one with all the business type stuff. Oh, I think I'll have to open that in a new tab. I think I'll have to come back to that. I don't have Discord on this computer, but I will have to add myself to that or accept the invite. So I'm going to do 2 sets of dice. One of them is, I'm going to try, I feel like I've been seeing a lot of them recently and they look really cool, and that's petri dice, not petri dice, milk bath dice, where it's like flowers and then kind of a semi-opaque white, and so they just kind of poke through here and there. It looks cool. So that's what I have to the side here. They look really dark on screen, but they're kind of a dark purple. And we'll see how they look. And then the other thing I'm going to do is some petri dish dice. And that's done with alcohol inks, and you put all your resin in, you drip them on top, and then the inks sink down and look kind of like a petri dish. And I was debating colors, so you have to use white. So if anybody has some input on colors, I was debating doing like orange and yellow and green and black. Okay, have fun at work. I was thinking of doing orange and yellow and green and black. Do kind of a Halloween-ish sort of set. Partially because I normally gravitate to do like blue and pink, because I like those colors together. But if anybody has any requests or suggestions or ideas for what colors I should do, speak now or forever hold your peace. No. I'll put those there so you can see them. I'm down for hearing ideas. So let's maybe start with the milk bath ones. I think I might be wrong on this, but I am testing things. I think the idea is dip the flowers slightly in clear resin, put them in the mold, and then pour the semi-opaque white in. But it could just be the semi-opaque white. I think that I want to coat them in clear first, though. All right, I think I'm all set to go. Oh, actually, one more thing. I'm thinking of making like a unicorn-themed necklace. Okay, I have a whole bunch of molds here that I ended up with that I have not really used. What do I got in here? Alright, okay. I guess the one I was looking at is there is some like bigger shaped crystals, small circles, and kind of uneven sort of crystal shaped ones. I might pull that out actually. Do some uneven shaped crystal ones. Since I've been doing all of these shaped crystals, it might be good to have a variety. But what I was saying is that I was going to make a sort of unicorn themed necklace for a friend that we're sending a care package to. And I was trying to decide on colors and which one I wanted to do, because I already have these. Her favorite color is apparently orange, and she really likes unicorns, so I could just do like a fun sparkly iridescent one. I was thinking this was the kind of unicorn-ish. It looks darker, but I do also just have a pure orange, but that seems kind of boring. But I could like pair it with something else. Do this in like a little charm, maybe. I'm just not sure. Oh, and then there's this purple too, which I thought was kind of pretty and mystical. Has a little bit of a shimmer to it, a little bit of a purple shimmer. So I don't know. I mean, I could also just attempt to make all of these independents. Why don't I do? I'll just do that. I'll turn all of these independents. That's easy enough to do. It's an experiment night. Let's see here. I'm just gonna set these kind of back in here. Now, setting them back in the mold so that I can keep them upright. I have two different crystal molds. I think this one goes in this one. Ooh, oh, that's fine. Alright, and I have some little metal pins that they're straight and then they have one flat end. I'm just going to glue those down with a little bit of glue. Alright, alright. See if anybody else stops by tonight. Gold will look nice with this iridescent flaky one. Put that there. Gold will look nice with the purple. What colors do I want to do on these? I feel like the gold's too similar to the orange, so I think actually silver for the orange. Silver or gold? Well, I'll do the silver one for this while I'm debating. One and this one. Just gotta, do I want to do silver or gold? I mean, that one kind of transitions into the gold nicely because it's like goes from kind of the blues to the greens and the gold's kind of yellow. But this one has kind of that cooler tone to it. I think I'm gonna go with the gold. I don't usually use a lot of gold ones, I feel like, so we'll use some of those tonight. Oof, I could set it on there nicely. Alright, there we go. Cool, so I've got those set up. Probably just do those with, oh, what do I want? I'll probably just do a little bit of clear at the top. Oh, I might not actually want to do that. Oh, clear's good for that one and that one and that one. I don't know about the orange. The orange I might want to do, I could do that with a different color maybe. What color should I do? Ooh, what color should I do that though? Here's the conundrum. Oh man. Oh, I could do, I don't have, oh, I could do like silver, because I'm using like a silver thing. I don't think I have a good silver though. I have like a gunmetal kind of silver, but it's a little dark. I could do like a sparkly, if I did like a sparkly white, that might be cute for that, if I was going for kind of a unicorn sort of theme. Grab the, I'm just gonna grab the macro pearl here. I need my stool so I can reach. Ah! Macro pearl. So we'll do a little bit of that. Alright, let me make sure I have everything set where I want it. I'm not just interested in those. I've got these. I've got this. I think I'm going to do, if no one pops in before then, I'm going to do these colors. Got these. Those are all just going to have clear, I think, and then this one's going to have a little bit of macro pearl. Let me grab a container for that. Let me grab something to mix all of these in actually. There's a little bit of gold powder, I don't really want that. Orange. These are all oranges. Let's find a cool colored one. Where's my... There's yellow. I just had white in it, it looks like. Interference gold. This one. Let's use that one. That one looks like a good plan. And that's white, so we'll use that one with white. I think those are the only ones we'll have to actually mix, because that one will be clear with those colors dropped in. And that one's going to be, I'll dip them in the clear and then they'll have the white. Okay, cool. Let me unbutton my shirt, not unbutton my shirt, but unbutton my sleeves under my sweater so I can push this up. And put my mask on. Sound like Bane, as someone put, I think, put it on Wednesday. Alrighty. It's kind of weird. It makes everything sound kind of echoey. Let me grab my gloves. I think we're good to start on the resin. So I think about 30 for each. Oh, so. Alright. That's one of my favorites. Let's try the new one that I just updated. That's this one. I don't like this one as much. I'm not going to use that one. Okay, because I don't think I want to do exactly 60, because then I don't know that I'll have enough for both of them and these. But then if I do 80, that's going to be way too much. Well, I could do a third set in my really old mold that I need to retire. And these are just for me. So, I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be too bad. What do I want to do, though? Or I could do something else completely. Wait a second, I'm gonna take this off. I'm taking this off while I debate what I want to make. Set these over here. I have some extra molds. What do I want to make? Maybe I'll pull this one out too. This is my original one of these molds, but it works. Still works fine for me. Let's see here. Is there any other? Is there anything else that I want to make? I could make some pendants. Oh, well, I could just try making some new pendants. See, I'll grab some different shapes. Grab some different shapes here. 30, 60. About 10-ish. I think I'm gonna have a lot of leftover. Well, I guess I'll make some other things if I have some leftover. You know, it's not gonna be a big deal if I do have leftover. Oh, my shirt is bothering me because the sleeves aren't rolled up. They're just scrunched up. I had them like all scrunched instead of rolled. So we're just gonna roll those up really quick. Or it's gonna bother me while I'm trying to work. And I don't need that. There's one. Okay, I'm just taking the sweater off. I just don't want to get resin on my sweater vest. Because I'm wearing a sweater vest. Because I'm just like that. Ooh, hard candy. Okay. Oh, hey, that was peppermint. All the past ones in there have been licorice, so I'm glad to have peppermint. What do I do with the, You can hear me crunching on candy. And there's a cat screaming outside the door again. just gonna paralysis by analysis. Got a bad case of it. I'm just grabbing some random molds. We'll just oh, that was peppermint, all right. We'll do 80, and we'll throw any extra into a bunch of other random molds. All right, mess is going on for real now. Oh, hey, this works out. I can keep chewing on my hard candy. All right, roll it up a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. Now to avoid getting resin on my sweater vest. Alright. Alright. What's in here? Oh, there's still some. It's kind of fun pulling that out of there. Oh, get it on out of the way. I don't need those little clear resin pieces in my next set of dice here. Oh, I should do that at some point too. I should cut up a whole bunch of this so we can do some like resin confetti dice. That would be cool. Take a whole bunch of resin scraps and cut it up into pieces. Add some glitter, maybe some foil or some iridescent flakes. Make party dice. I've done it as a test with my old cheap molds. But it might be fun to make an actual set of dice. Alright, like I said, we're going to do 80. Each set of dice takes 30, which is up to 60. I like having a little extra, and it's in numbers. It goes like 10, 20, so if I want to add, I have to add it in increments of 10, which means that really I have to add it in increments of 20, because I need to do 10 of each. So we're going to go up to 40. Sorry, my hand's going to go there so that I can see what I'm doing. If I have it backlit, I can't see the numbers. It's just going to be awkwardly quiet for the moment because I can't focus on this and talk. I want to stop it at the right point. Almost there. Hey, perfect. That's at 40. And another 40 milliliters of the other part, the hardener. 40. And up to 80. Alright. There's go on the shelf. And out of the way. Stir this up and we'll be good to go. I think I bumped this. Let's go. Now there's more on the outside here. But there's more that I could peel off. Oh, I really need to work on sanding some dice. I should add that to my to-do list. Now that I have enough space to have a to-do list. Oh, maybe I'll break things up too. I might start breaking up my to-do list between business stuff and non-business stuff, so that I know I can actually tell what I'm getting done in the day, if that makes sense. I mean, I can tell what I'm getting done in the day, but it's still very cloudy. This takes a minute to mix. Oh, it didn't actually put the exclamation mark after dice experiments. I thought I had fixed that so there was an exclamation mark. How are people gonna know that I'm so excited about it if there's no exclamation mark? Alright, that's a different song. But the It's Saturday Night is also a Panic at the Disco song, I think on that same album. So I don't feel like I'm too far off. I think it's in a different song. Oh, it's nice to just be able to ramble to myself for 2 hours. I've never had a problem talking way too much. Which makes sense looking back. Realizing that I have had ADHD forever, despite not getting diagnosed until this year? Within this year? Oh, I think it was within this year. No, maybe it was before this year. Year before? Last year? I don't know, I was 25 or 26. Explains a lot of things though. Including why university was suddenly so much more difficult than my time in school. But yeah, that's besides the point. I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Oh, it's a busy night. Busy night for people, I think. Although to be fair, the people that hopped in on Wednesday were, it's also like 5 a.m. for them, I think. So I was like, I mean, maybe this is just a bad time. I don't know. I could stream in the middle of the day on Saturdays. I could do that. Because I definitely work on things then. Lots and lots of stirring. I'd say this is the tedious part of resin, but it's not. The tedious part is sanding dice. Although I did get a sort of sander for that. I need to set it up, clean it off. I mentioned that I had seen people using like a mini pottery wheel for sanding, and my dad went, "Oh, I have something like that. You want it?" It's like, sure. It's very dusty, and I need to figure out how to attach the grits that I need to it, but I don't think that should be too difficult. That's looking pretty good. Any more streaks in there? I think that'd be good. Oops. Let me just stir this a little tiny bit more. I'm going to do our clear bits first. Do I have a... Okay. This one's good. Just one. Off the side. Just want to put enough on here to seal in the little metal piece. I don't want to overflow it. So I'm just putting my 3 drops there. Same on this one. And then I'll sand down the sharp edges if there are any. Right. This one as well. Okay. I'm sending those out of the way so I don't put a little bit in here. There's a lot there. What else was I putting this in? I think that was everything for putting in the clear. Let's get all that out. So let's get all caught up in the pipette. I'm going to dip the flowers and add them to the mold first before I divvy anything else up. A lot of resin on there. I just want enough that these will be visible when I pour in the milky part. It's enough for them to be kind of coated, not too much. Like I said, just enough to kind of coat them, not enough to get in the way. Just kind of spread things out a little bit if we can. Hopefully that'll, oh no, come back here. Get rid of some of the air bubbles that might get trapped as well. That's the other vein. Oh, here I can kind of see some air bubbles. Just getting all that extra resin off. Don't want a lot of extra. And I can see bubbles in there. Let's get that in there. Alright, cool. Got that in there. Now, if I don't get off my, let go. Alright. We went for a 10 Saturday. Like I said, this is kind of to fill in any air bubbles between the flowers, any big air bubbles, and also to make it so it's visible. But we'll see how this goes. I don't know if this is what you're supposed to do, but we'll find out, I guess. I feel like it is, but I don't know. This is an experiment night. We're experimenting. We're trying out things that we haven't done before. Sounds cool to me, so I'm going for it. And I've seen people make some really cool. Let's go in flowers first again. Oh, is that too big? There we go. I'm just being stupid. Just gonna have more than one piece. Extra. Let's get these going in roughly the same direction. Got them next to each other. Alright. So that's going to have the milk. This is going to be all clear. So let's pour the clear in. I'm not going to dome it too much. I'm not fill up all the way, but I'm not going to dome it too much. Oh boy, all sorts of resin on this now. Alright. That. And pour roughly 30. 1, 2, 3. And here. Oh wait, I can. Roughly 30. It's about a full one of these. Alright, let's do this first. I don't necessarily want all of the other resin to settle. I know it is, but see how that looks with just one drop. I think I'm going to need more. Oh, it's semi-opaque. I think I want it a little bit milkier though. I'm going to add one more drop. And I think that's probably going to be good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. That looks milky. That looks milky, right? I don't want it to be too translucent. I want to make sure that's all mixed evenly. Yeah, that's pretty opaque. What was that? Let's pour that in. Make sure that's mixed all the way. Put streaks in there. I might want it milkier, but I don't know. Let's just go for it. Yeah, I think I want it milkier. It's kind of weirdly translucent. I feel like it's not white enough. You know, these don't have to be even, because they're a test. I'm gonna try it with one more drop and see how it looks. We'll see what turns out best. See if I like it a little bit more opaque or what. It just looks kind of slimy in there, like that. And where it's not opaque enough, it just looks slimy. Doesn't look as much like milk. Maybe a little bit there. Let's see how that looks. That's a little less slimy, I think. I'll try it. Let's see if I want it darker. Okay, I have enough to put on the lid here. And we do have extra, and that makes sense since we have inclusions in there and a little bit of resin with them. I'm just doing this so that we can kind of prevent air bubbles, hopefully, between the lid and the... We're going to let that sit for a minute because I can see air rising out of there. And I want those air bubbles to escape while they can. Let's do this next. It should just take a second. And this is just clear with a little bit of sparkle added to it. I figured that would look kind of unicorny. Got a little bit more sparkle. Oh, just a dash more sparkle. Like barely any. A slight dusting of sparkle. And like the others, I'm just going to put a couple drops in there just to seal in that metal piece. Just drop it along the metal piece. It'll stick to it a little bit, but hopefully that'll prevent it from going down the sides, which is where I don't want it. Alright, that one's so set. Got the milk. Let's get on to the petri one. So I've got some colors here. I don't know if I'll end up doing all of these colors, but let's see. Let's do a drop of green. We'll see if these set up correctly too, because I feel like that's a thing that happens, is where they don't set up correctly. Drop of green. Uh-oh. Is my thingy not... Why is it red? Why does it say it's red? This could turn out horribly, and I'm expecting to get some brown in here, and that's okay. I'm going for kind of a Halloween look, so it'll be fine. Let's add some white drops. That's kind of what helps it sink to the bottom. Oops. Do I want to add the yellow and the black? I kind of like just the green and the orange. I might just stick with the green and the orange. I think I'm just going to do the two colors. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, I'm probably going to add way too much, and this is going to turn out terribly. I'm going to add another drop of orange for each. Add some more white. And add one more drop of green and one more drop of white. And I think probably this is way too much alcohol ink and I'm going to regret it, but we'll find out. This is why I'm experimenting. They look kind of like stone on the top almost. I can't remember what kind of stone that is, but alright. I'm not quite sure what I want to smear on here. Maybe some of the white actually. I'm gonna smear some of the, should I smear some of the milky white? Or should I just put it on and hope for the best? I'm gonna put a little bit of white here in the 0, because that's where I'm most worried about there being a bubble. Should we just go for it? Oh, I'll probably want to spray that with alcohol before I do that. Alright, and then these, what should we do with these? Well, let me do another, let's do another, that wasn't there, I want those to keep up. We'll do another petri one in here. I'm going to try putting it so it's not quite to the top as much. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to do something slightly different now. I'm going to fill it up most of the way, add a drop of green, and then fill it up the rest of the way. I feel like that could look cool. I've seen that kind of swirl things before. There's another cat here, because there's always cat here. Yeah. What should I do? Oh, well, here, in this one, let's just try putting some flowers in and then see if they show up if I just do the milky part. I don't have a lot of flowers there, but that's okay. Let me grab some of these flowers. Oh, I don't even have any flower part left. Oh, no big thing it is. Pull this piece out and put that in. Looks kind of pretty though. Looks like a flower. See how well it works with. I totally just broke it apart, but that's okay. See how well that works if I just put the smoky white in. I don't think it will work well, but I'm gonna try it. Yeah. There's that one. Oh, that one's gonna have bubbles too. Alright, I have a whole bunch left. This one, let's do, oh here, let me add a little bit of sparkle that we got here. So that's fun. This is going to be our leftovers one, because that's what I do. So these are just kind of leftovers. These are all my experimental ones and just testers. I think all the sparkles out of there. I'll use up some of this milky color. I think I have another drop of white in here. Oh, see, I like that better. That's a better white. Doesn't look as gross. The other one just looks kind of slimy. I think I'll definitely go to here next time. Although this might be too opaque. I don't know. This is why I'm doing experiments. Here's some of this white. I need to revolve it there. Let's do crystal. Let's do some white crystals. Got a hair there. Don't know what I'm going to do with these crystals either, but they're fun to make. Also, I just think crystals look cool. This one's not going to go in the pressure pot. That one wasn't actually made to go in the pressure pot. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Glitter kind of comes to the top. Let's just add some clear maybe. There's a little bit of clear. I think that'll be nice. Clear. There's that one. Okay, that's fine. Those are floating a little bit. Well, I guess maybe that resin will help keep things from floating too. I think we're okay here. Alright, so we still have quite a bit, but let's get these put together. And I'm going to break the surface tension with this, just a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Breaks the surface tension, gets rid of those bubbles. A lot of people use a torch or some sort of heat, but let's use some alcohol. Doesn't affect the curing, so that's kind of fun. Since this is, oh, I guess I don't have to worry about that because this is alcohol, so it is already breaking the surface. Alright, I'm just gonna put this on and try to avoid getting any bubbles in here. See how this, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough resin. I'm gonna put some clear. Just a barest amount on here. Where are you going? Just a little tiny bit. I just wanted to have enough resin that it can pull from. Because when the bubbles get smaller by putting it in the pressure pot, it needs, something to take its place. I just have a little bit of extra resin. It's part of the reason I add some to the lid, also to make sure there's no air trapped. But I wasn't sure what color to do since I was doing that petri method. Alright, let's call that good. Oh, I need to pull that thing back out of the pressure pot that I put in earlier. Okay, things are going to get loud for 1 second here. Alright, give us a second. Alright, let me start putting these in. Oh, it's a good thing I only did 2 of these because I forgot to have the other thing in there. Alright, let's put this on. Make sure it's seated well. Put that in. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of pigment there, so I don't know how well that's going to work. We'll find out. Put this one here. Get it up to this side. Alright. This one, because the way it's set up, I need to press down on. Normally you don't do that, but this one I want them to sit in there. Might be the wrong mold to do. Ooh. This one in. That one's already leaking a bit. That's fine. These are going to spread a little. That's just the white and clear and some sparkle. There's a few little bubbles in there. That's okay. That's it there. And this one might have a few air bubbles in it. I'm going to add a little bit more of this. There's a little bit extra, just in case there's a whole bunch of air in those flowers. I'm kind of half expecting there to be some voids in this one. Alright. Cool. There's that one. Those sitting up there. And then we have these, which I'm going to kind of wedge in here so that they don't fly around. And that will be fine because there's all the resin that sticks to it will stick to the outside. They're tall enough that I'm not going to get any of the other resin in there. Although I did just get some on my finger. So I'm just going to put those right up against that. And they kind of, oops. There's enough resin leaking out already that they kind of stick. So that's honestly kind of good. I can kind of get them right next to each other so that they stay upright. Alright, we've got those. Got this guy. Oh, I forgot I was going to put a little ship in there. Oh well. That's fun to try at the very least. See how it looks. It's kind of a beachy vibe one. Okay, what else do we want to do here? Because we still got a bit of resin. Well, what do we want to make? Let's try some of these other crystal ones. I'm just going to use up this white because honestly I'm just going to clean out these molds. This is not even necessarily making crystals to use, so I'm just kind of cleaning out the molds. We could color this other resin some fun way. Is there anything I could fill in? It's a fun color I should do. That's out of the way. What do I want to do here? I'm going to do this all one color. I don't think so. I'm going to pour half of it into here. This is what the white was in. And that's fine. There's not enough left there for me to be worried about it. Let's do half that and half something else. Make something. Let's do this green. This green's really pretty. I think it's pretty. Oh wait. No, I don't have enough for that. So it's kind of fun when you first mix it in. Oh, I forgot that green turns blue. I forgot about that. It might not in the other part, but didn't think about that because it just turns dark blue. Add a yellow. I should have added some of the yellow, I guess. Oh gosh. Point being though that those other ones that I did the drops into might end up blue and orange, which might just end up brown. Let's see if I can turn this green. Oh, that's not green. And back to blue. It's really interesting because the yellow works in resin, but as soon as I add it to this, it still just goes back to blue. Let's see if I can actually turn this into green. Now I'm just doing an experiment to see if I can turn this into green with enough yellow. The answer is I really can't. I don't think. I think it has some sort of chemical reaction and turns it back to blue. Yeah, it's more tealy now, I think, but it's still turning it back to blue. It's teal, but interesting. Let's fill that. Put that in here. Let's put this in there too. What else do I want to fill? Make a teal, I don't know, teal gear. Let's do that. Make a teal gear. That's a bit too much. That's okay. Oh, and then maybe a teal mushroom. Do a teal mushroom too. That seems like a good color for a mushroom, right? Alright, that's a bit too much. Oh boy, what do I want to do? Well, we'll make another key. I'll probably put some other color in here too. What color should I do with this? Oh, the cat hair. There's so much cat hair everywhere. They're not even allowed in here. What color should we turn this? Oh, let's do orange. Let's do, we keep with Halloween sort of theme. Oh, here. We'll pour some of this in here and we'll do orange. And I'll do like a black maybe. Yeah, this is a little bigger. Got the orange in here. There's still a little bit of glitter in here. Nice bright Oops. Nice bright orange. Put some orange here with the tealy green. And I think I'm gonna make the rest black. Still don't know what I'm doing with all of these, but there's some little pieces of the flowers here. No, there's not. Not the dark spot, but that's okay. Don't need it to be. Oh wait, this might be cute. What if I do orange with green on top? Make a little pumpkin. I don't know if it'll actually look like a pumpkin, but the idea that it's cute to me. Sorry, you probably can't see that very well, but I'm very delicately pouring orange into a circle. Get all my orange out of here. I think this probably just fit in here just right. I'll see if I can get it sideways so you can kind of see. Oh, you're supposed to be flowing, not dripping. There we go. Maybe I don't have enough to fill this with the orange. I have to add the green sooner than I thought. That's okay though. Looks good. That gets cured. Get these in here so I can get that all good to go. Oh, that's interesting. So it's not really going on top, it's creating kind of a bubble in the middle that's darker, which honestly looks kind of cool. I wonder if it'll stay that way. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. But yeah, it's kind of like a weird eyeball. Put that in there too. I'm gonna pour this last little bit, I guess, into this mold. So I have it sitting here. Oh. I'm probably gonna hop off after this since no one really came to hang out, and I probably need to fill the air compressor with air again so I can pressurize my pressure pot. And that's loud. But I will be sure to take some pictures of the ones that turned out from last time, and if anything turns out this time, and post them to social media. There's black. Alright, throw that on there too. Oh boy, no, we'll throw something else in here. No, I think some black crystals or something. Maybe a seashell. Okay, it's getting goopy. So I call that good. I'll put this back in the pressure pot. Alright. I think that's going to be it for today. So if anyone watches this back later, thanks for watching. I will see y'all later.